It's our future! 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 It's our future!
Okay, let's get everyone in here. Let's get nice and cozy. I'm glad to hear these windows were not covered up. And I'm pretty sure it's not because of the construction. That's one of the nicest views in Vancouver. They knew we were coming. Sorry, Harry Parsa. Oh, Kim, never mind, Kim on. You can talk.
Oh, thank you for coming. I'm going to tell you why coal is bad. Coal causes climate change. Coal kills air quality. Coal is a fossil fuel. Coal is carbon intensive. Coal is not sustainable. In late 2012, a proposal was put forward to expand coal exports out of Vancouver by 14 million tons. And on the 23rd of January, the proposal to expand Neptune Terminal's capacity by 6 million tons was approved. The emissions of these increases, if the proposal gets approved, is greater than the national emissions of 100 countries. That's almost 7 times as much as we emit as a city. It's our moral obligation to act on climate change. It's our future.
It's our future! It's our future! It's our future! It's our future!
Yeah,
It's our future!
we are the ones responsible for ours and our child's future. We need to change now. Not a step in the right direction, but a complete change. Exporting 6 million tons more coal that was already previously being exported is the opposite of a clean future. It is our future. Say no to coal.
Say no to coal! 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 Say no to coal!
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tasha, and I'm a Kids for Climate Action organizer and youth activist, and I've been heavily interested in sustainability issues since I first watched Al Gore's film Anything Can True in grade 5. In our society as it currently stands, we're constantly talking about progress, and even when it comes to the environment, we talk about doing things better. But my friends, this isn't even an issue of doing better. Sustainability is a matter of sustaining. It's simply a matter of maintaining the state of the world as it currently stands. Now, if we want to end poverty, if we want to create world peace, if we want to end oppression, if we want to advance technology, and if we want to move towards a global society where everyone has the means to life, our efforts are going to be massively hindered by this phenomenon we all know now as climate change. Throughout history, we've seen countless political mistakes. The famines in Somalia were predicted, and the government did nothing about it, nor did the international community. The escalation of the Rwandan genocide was foreseen by Romy Dallaire, and the nations refused to provide the UN with troops. After the matter, people are filled with regret in the face of calamity and turmoil. Now we're facing something much larger and stronger than anything we could have ever imagined. Scientists and intellectuals around the world have been warning us about an immeasurable disaster that will hit us unless we do something about it. If we don't take substantial measures to reduce our emissions, climate change will have devastating consequences. By 2020, Africa will produce 25% less food. By 2050, half of the species around the world will become extinct. Climate change is an issue as serious as nuclear proliferation because it could inevitably destroy our planet. So now don't all of you look at me with hopeless eyes. Don't lose hope. We can stop climate change, one step at a time. My friends, our way of functioning as a society needs to fundamentally change. Climate change is a problem that imperatively dictates the entire global community needs to be working together. We need the countries of the world to sit down in solidarity and institute real policies to ensure we reduce our emissions. Now, don't any of you come and ever tell me we need coal or pipelines or oil sands for our economy. Well, I mean, you can, but I'll start arguing with you. This false dichotomy that people establish between the environment and the economy plagues our world. If we don't protect our environment and the resources that ensure our mere survival on this planet, you cannot tell me that our economy will flourish. Unfortunately, the politicians don't recognize that, and neither do the businessmen. They think they have to make a choice, and so they choose to tell our kids we're screwing up our future. They tell our kids we don't care about you. We'll make our big money now, and we'll make sure that you suffer in the future. My friends, we need to listen to the scientists. We can't let our society go the way it's going. And as Canadians living in such a privileged setting, it's our duty and it's our responsibility to take every measure possible to stop climate change from happening. Let's not forget, it's not just us that matter. We, the citizens of the developed nations, are the ones that make the most emissions. We're the ones living the injurious carbon-emitting lifestyle. And although we'll suffer from it, it's the kids down there, those in Africa, in South America, in the underdeveloped nations of the world, that will take the brunt of the pain. They're kids just like us, and who are we to give them a future that we would personally shiver at? So please, let's tell the Port of Vancouver that we don't want these coal exports. We need to follow through with our global responsibility and turn climate change around. Thank you. So how's it going, guys? What we're going to do now is we're going to have Leanna out from the crowd, Leanna. Hey, Leanna. And we're going to sing a song. I don't know how many of you know the song The Times They Are Changing by Bob Dylan. We're going to sing it. We've got some lyric sheets out there in the audience. So we only have 10 of them, and there's a lot more than 10 of us. So, find a friend who has one and gather around them. Wonderful.
It's right in their way. You can jump in front of me if you want. Everybody ready? Yeah. Woo!
Wherever you roam, and it's as the waters around you have grown, and accepted that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. It's your time, it's worth saving. Then you better start swimming, or you'll sink like a stone. For the times they are changing. Some writers and critics who prophesize with your pen, and keep your eyes wide, and won't come again. And don't be confused, for the wheel's still in sitting, and there's no telling who that is naming. For the loser now will be later to win, for the times they are changing. This one really loud. No more members, businessmen, please keep the calm. Don't stand in the doorway, don't block at all. For if you get hurt, we'll be you at all. There's a battle outside raging, so soon take your windows and rattle your walls, for the times they are changing. Come, mothers and fathers throughout the land, and don't criticize what we can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly aging. So be careful, everyone, if you can't lend your hand, for the times they are changing.
Come on, you black and tan! Come on and fuck me like a man!
Okay.
It's an emergency.
Hello? I apologize for that. So, hey guys, I'm Sam. First, I'd like to thank those who helped put this thing together, because it's really something and I promise I'm the last. So the federal government says the port's mandate is to engage in trade with broad public support in the best interest of Canadians. The federal government, the body in charge of our exports and harbors, can consider whatever they like when reviewing things like this. They have delegated this decision-making power to the Port of Metro Vancouver. We're the ones who are inheriting the risk from this. Is it in our best interest?
No!
Does this look like public support?
No!
It's our Canada. It's our future.
It's our future! It's our future! It's our future!
Okay. Port Metro Vancouver is the entity that reviewed and accepted one of these projects. They could have said no. It's as simple as that. They have repeatedly ignored comments from community members, the mayor of the city, the BC Health Association, and leaders from all over the world fighting climate change.
Shame!
Sure, they aren't required by law to acknowledge climate change in their review of these things, but they certainly aren't exempt from doing it. They have the authority to consider climate change. They choose not to use it. This means one of two things. When reviewing these projects, they went out of their way to not consider climate change, or they did and they just don't care. Yeah, that's probably both. If you go inside that door over there and walk down the hall, there's a wall talking about how great the port is and the sustainability actions they've taken in their community. They boast that ports that ship dock at the port can charge with clean hydroelectric energy and that their head office is carbon neutral. Well, I have something to say. I'm sorry, it's important, but it doesn't matter if you replace 6 light bulbs in your office if the people underneath those light bulbs are increasing coal exports so much that those emissions are more than 1.5 times all of BC. They say it's good for the economy. And I have a message for them on behalf of all of us, I think. That's not the economy we want for our future. They've made a decision that's going to increase global CO2 emissions by 13 million tons, and they're considering another one that will increase it by 16. I'm not sure. They say that we've done everything to reduce port-related emissions, but I don't think you get much more port-related than that. I'm tired of excuses. The port saying it's not in our jurisdiction. It's happening on their land, and they were the ones who reviewed and approved these projects. They decided whether it's in our best interest. That sounds like jurisdiction to me. They don't lack the authority to these projects. They lack the courage. Just say no!
Just say no! Just say no! Just say no! Just say no! Just say no! Just say no!
We're not here because we hate corporations and billions of dollars. We're here because our future depends on it. We're at a pivotal point in human history where what we do now will decide what happens for the rest of life on Earth. Our current decisions are affecting us. They're affecting our future children, and they're affecting their children. And it's time to port the decision makers. They say no.
Yeah! Right.
We're not some group of foreign-funded radicals. We're a group of kids. That's really about it. They're the decision makers. They're the ones who are accountable. Listen, learning, and we wanted to meet with the executives at the port. We asked to meet with the entire board of directors. They're the ones who made this decision, and they're the ones who are accountable for it. Learning that they didn't all live in Vancouver, we scaled that back, and we only wanted to meet with the chair of the board, Craig Neeser. We pestered the port repeatedly, exchanged a lot of emails, and finally, Craig Neeser had the courtesy to spend 5 minutes writing an email to say he's not going to meet with us. The court pays him around $100,000 to attend 6 meetings and a 2-day retreat.
Come on.
Hypocrites!
If he gets paid that much to represent the port, why can't he spend 15 minutes with a bunch of kids?
Because he's
There is someone. They offered for us to meet with one of the staff people at the port. Do we want to meet with them?
No!
I actually heard some mixed things in there, so I'm not really sure. But they said that the meeting's an open invitation, so if we want to, we can go find them, call them, and they will come out here and talk to us.
Okay.
it.
Get on that.
Let's do it. So come on, staff member, if you ain't no coward!
I'm going to wrap it up now, and then we're going to go find them. Yeah. And also, we've got some nice kids in from Bowen Island, and they're going to perform for us. These projects will increase coal exports significantly. They result in global warming, and it's not in our best interest. We do not support them. It's our future!
It's our future! It's our future! It's our future! It's our future! It's our future! It's our future! It's our future!
Thank you. Can you guys get in place? Go to the other side. Can we have a slightly bigger area so nobody gets
Okay, hi everyone. My name's Rana, and we're from Bowen Island. We're called the Rhythm Kids, and we're a group of youth activists towards the awareness of climate change. So we're going to do a series of jump roping, dance, and rhyme.
Climate crisis is at our door!
5, 6, 7, 8! 5, 6, 7, 8! Stop the warming, it's not too late!
Stop the warming, it's not too late!
9, 10, 11, 12!
9, 10, 11, 12!
Save the earth, save ourselves!
Save the earth, save ourselves!
13, 14, 15, 16!
13, 14, 15, 16!
Work the resistance, be the resistance!
Work the resistance, be the resistance!
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 Woo!
Earth, earth, ho! Earth, earth, ho! Earth, earth, ho! Earth, earth, ho!
Temperature's rising!
And it's gonna stop! The temperature's rising! And it's gonna stop! The temperature's rising!
And it's gonna stop! The temperature's rising and